after the lecture, we'll also be doing Abhishek. So if you stay until after the lecture, everyone will get a chance to do the Abhishek of Radharani.
अभी शुरू कर रहे हैं। राधे राधे। On behalf of Radha Madhav Dham, I welcome you all here, and on behalf of all of you, I welcome Swami Nikhilanand ji here. Since we are all our old devotees, I'm not going to give an elaborate intro of Bhaiya. He's our own Bhaiya, our own Swami. So I request all of you to please listen to his discourse very attentively, and please switch off your cell phone. And now, as a token of our respect to Swami Nikhilanand ji, I am telling Rajguru to offer.
I'll be explaining the Pad Kirtan that's being handed out. Yad Madham Muktidam Muktam Brahma Krida Bhrigi Kritam Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedascha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagmamha Devamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukchurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. Dear devotees, during this intensive, which starts now and goes until Sunday afternoon, we'll be having 4 sessions, 4 lectures, or interactive sessions. One will be an interactive session where we'll be learning about Radharani, about her kindness, her grace, who she is, so that we can increase our love and devotion for her and feel more inspired to do more bhakti and experience more of her presence with us. Tonight we'll be singing a devotional song, a Pad Kirtan, written by Jagadguru Shri Kripalu Maharaj. Our scriptures reveal scriptural philosophy in stages. Different scriptures focus on different topics. The Ved and Upanishad cover all the main topics, but some of them just in brief. Gita expands on the part of the philosophy that relates to devotion, meaning we have to surrender to God in order to receive His grace. And that God is Shri Krishna. The Bhagavatam takes this idea further ahead by revealing the sweet leelas of Shri Krishna, so that when we want to know how to surrender to Him, we can practically understand that surrendering the mind means attaching the mind to Shri Krishna through His loving leelas, through remembering those leelas. And through those leelas, we also learn how to love Him. We see how the Gvalvals loved Him with Sakhya Bhav, Mother Yashoda loved Him with Vatsalya Bhav, and the Gopis loved Him with Madhurya Bhav, and we learn how to adopt those same feelings in our own devotion and meditation. Now, sprinkled throughout the scriptures is a hidden gem, the philosophy of who Radha is. There are several Upanishads that deal with this topic, Radha Tattva. There are ancient scriptures revealed by Mahapurush like Naradji. In his Narada Pancharatra, he explains about Radharani. Garga Samhita by Gargacharya explains about who Radha is. And in many of Veda Vyasji's Puran, like Brahma Vaivar Puran, Skanda Puran, Brahmanda Puran, Radharani is described. But the real, I would say the secrets, the open book about who, all of those descriptions are somewhat codified, not openly revealing who Radha is, just hinting at who Radha is or explaining it in brief here and there. But the writings of the Rasik saints, what we call a Rasik Varni, these go beyond what is revealed in the scriptures like Ved, Upanishad, Gita, Bhagavatam, other Puran. A Rasik Mahapurush is someone who has tasted the ras of Bhagwan. Ras is mentioned at many places in the Vedas, just like Raso Vai Sah, Rasagvam Hyevayam Labdvanandi Bhavati, Taittiriya Upanishad. Ras is the essence of bliss, and bliss is God. So, Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat, when Ved says Brahm is Anand, Brahm is bliss. And the essence of bliss is ras. Ras in English we could say means nectar. Just like a mango is sweet, but if you extract just the juice from that mango and concentrate it, you have nectar of the mango. So ras is the essence of divine bliss. And when Ved says Raso Vai Saha, it means God is bliss. Shri Krishna is not just bliss, God is ras. So Shri Krishna is ras. Ram and Krishna reveal the ras. There are other forms, there are almighty forms like Vishnu and Durga and Shiva. They don't reveal the nectar of God's lovingness. They reveal the bliss of God's divinity, but not the nectar of his lovingness. It's like the difference between admiring the king from a distance and having the king invite you to a casual lunch where you get to hang out with him like a buddy. It's the same king, right? But it's a big difference. So Ram and Krishna allow that proximity, that relational proximity. So they reveal the ras of Bhagwan, whereas the other almighty forms do not. So one who has tasted this ras is called a rasik. It's a certain classification of saint. All God-realized saints have attained the same God, but they have attained God in different ways, according to how they worshiped God when they were devotees. So some surrender to God and wish to merge into his formless aspect. These are called Jnani Mahapurush, Jnani saints. Some worship God and wish to have that divine vision of God in his almighty glory, like admiring the king from a distance. They are called Bhakta saints. But those ones who wish to have that relational proximity, they are called Rasik saints, Rasik Mahapurush, because they have tasted that ras. So those Rasik Mahapurush, they have the actual experience of who Krishna is and who Radha is. So they reveal the secrets of who is Radharani in their writings. Jagadguru Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj is in this same tradition, this same parampara of Rasik Mahapurush, who reveal the blissfulness of the leelas of Radha Krishna in this world for the souls like us, to meditate upon and to taste, and eventually, when our heart is fully purified, to get the full experience. So in this Pad Kirtan, Shri Kripaluji Maharaj is actually revealing the secrets of who Radharani is, as he does in every one of his kirtan about Radha. So this is one from Prem Ras Madira, a collection of 1008 Pad Kirtan in Braj Bhasha language. And this is from Shri Radha Madhuri, a whole section of that collection of songs that explain about who Radharani is. So we're going to sing each line, and in between I'll be stopping to briefly explain the deeper philosophy which is held in these lines. So let us sing the first line together.
Shama
Mukut is a crown, and mani means a jewel, so the crown jewel. We use this saying in English as well, the crown jewel, the crest jewel. It means the most precious thing. Rasikan means of all the rasiks. So all the rasik saints, even including Shri Krishna, he's also considered to be rasik. He is rasik shiromani. He is the topmost rasik. But the most precious thing of all the rasiks is Hamari Shyama, my Shyama. Shyama is a name of Radha. Shyam is Krishna. It means the one who has a beautiful dark complexion body. Ma means the one who is with Shyam. So Shyama is a very favorite name of Radha, used in many chants. So Hamari Shyama, my Radha, is the crown jewel of all the rasiks. The next two lines describe something about the divine goddesses. Indrani, Rudrani, Varni. There are great divine personalities, and they are all a manifestation of Radha and Krishna's personality. So, Indrani means the consort of God Indra. Rudrani means Parvati, the consort of God Shiva, Rudra. And Varni means goddess Saraswati, the consort of God Brahma. These are great divine goddesses held in highest regard. In our Brahmand, they are sung about and praised. And many, many mantras of the Vedas are for worshipping these divine goddesses. Although Indrani is not a divine goddess, but she's a very high in our Brahmand, there's also certain yagyas for worshipping Indra and Indrani, but Parvati and Saraswati, they are divine goddesses. So these great is called Mani Ramani. The word Mani came again, that means the jewel. Mani Ramani, these jewels among goddesses, the highest goddesses. Or Jaitika means that we're just giving these as examples. Indrani, Rudrani, Varni, however many goddesses there are in existence. Roop Dhyan Sadhe Aradhe. They all worship. Aradhe means to worship. Roop Dhyan Sadhe with Roop Dhyan. They all worship Radhe Gajagamani. Gaj is an elephant and Gamani means the gait of an elephant. The elephant is the best example of a graceful motion. Especially a young elephant, if you see how they walk, it's almost like dancing. They're very smooth, very graceful. It's mesmerizing to watch them. In fact, even if they're not walking, they're just standing still, it's almost like they're dancing. Their trunk is moving, this foot's moving, that foot's moving, very smooth and graceful. So although this is only a material example, but it's the best example we have in the material world of a graceful style of walking, a mesmerizingly graceful style of walking. So Radha is called Radhe Gajagamani. When Radha walks, it's even more graceful. It puts to shame the graceful gait of the elephants. So this Radhe Gajagamani, she is worshipped by these divine goddesses. Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga, Parvati, Indrani, they all worship Radha Roop Dhyan Sadhe. Means just like we're taught to do Rup Dhyan here, when you do the Kirtan, you're supposed to visualize Radha in your mind. We're told to do it, and we have to make our mind do it because our mind is so attached in the world. Even when we come to the mandir specifically for doing Rup Dhyan of Radharani, even then our mind goes back to the world. It's almost like we're asking it to do something that wouldn't bring it joy, whereas it's the most joyful thing that we could be doing. Anyway, that's because our mind is, as of yet, still very attached in the world. Eventually, it will reach a more higher state of more natural attraction to the divine side. But these divine goddesses, whose mind is already divine, they also willingly engross their mind in doing Rup Dhyan of Radha. Rup means the form, and Dhyan means meditating. So imagine Goddess Saraswati, she's just thinking of Radha's beautiful form, Radhe Gajya Gamini. She's thinking of Radha walking. And she's blissfully absorbed in that meditation, doing Rup Dhyan. Goddess Parvati is just thinking about Radha's beautiful form, her fair complexion, and her graceful gait. So imagine, Hamari Shyama, what could be her status if these great divine goddesses are spending their time worshipping her, and their mind is just drawn towards doing Rup Dhyan of Radharani, then how great could Radhe be? The Upanishads tell us about Radha, Sansha Shailaputri, Sansha Kamala Shailaputri, Tam Radhikam Shaktidhatrim Namamaha. One Ved mantra says that we, the Vedas, bow down to Radhe, whose Ansh is Parvati and Lakshmi. So they are but a tiny part of Radha's personality. Their power, Shakti Dhatrim, their power comes from Radha, and their power is but a tiny part of Radha's potency. Their beauty is but a reflection, a small reflection of Radha's beauty. Their blissfulness emanates from a ray of Radha's love. So this is giving us some understanding. Maharaj Ji has expressed it in a beautiful poetic style about the divine status of Radharani above and beyond all these great divine goddesses who themselves worship her. Rasikana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama जेतिक मणि रमणी हमारी श्यामा
जेतिक मणि रमणी हमारी श्यामा
रसिकन मुकुट मणि हमारी श्यामा
रसिकन मुकुट हमारी श्यामा
रूप ध्यान साधे आराधे
रूप ध्यान साधे आराधे
रूप ध्यान साधे आराधे
रूप ध्यान साधे आराधे
राधे गज गमनी हमारी श्यामा
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 हमारी श्यामा
हमारी श्यामा
हमारी श्यामा
हमारी श्यामा
रसिकन मुकुट मणि हमारी श्यामा
रसिकन मुकुट मणि हमारी श्यामा
ब्रज मह अस ब्रज रस बरसावती लजत विकुंठ धनी. Radharani has taken avatar in Braj and she is showering such ras. It's called Braj ras, that loving, the ras of her loving leelas is called Braj ras. Braj is the district where Radha and Krishna lived and did all their leelas. So she's showering such brajras. Barasavati means to shower. Lajat Vikuntha Dhani, even the great opulence of the divine abode, Vaikunt, is abashed and ashamed in front of the ras that Radharani is showering in Braj. What is Vaikunt abode? I told you that God can be experienced in His and her almighty glory. So those bhakta saints who attain God in this form, they go to Vaikunt abode. All the almighty forms of God reside in and have a section of Vaikunt abode. Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, etc. They all reside in Vaikunt, in the divine world. In Vaikunt, everything is the expansion of God Himself. Every pebble radiates divine bliss. Every tree is the form of bliss. The sky radiates divine bliss. And yet, that blissful divine abode, the abode of absolute perfection, is ashamed in front of the bliss of Radha's Leelas, through which she's showering brajras. Why? Because in Vaikunt there is no loving ras of any Leelas. The saints who go over there, they get to be in God's association formally. They get to be in the darbar, you can say. It means like in the court of Supreme God. But there is no personal interaction. So we say there's no leela. Leela is, when we're referring to interaction with devotees, a leela means where the devotees get to be right there interacting with Ram and Sita or Radha and Krishna. But with the almighty forms of God, it doesn't happen. So in Vaikunt abode, there are different types of bliss. There's 5 types of mukti, 4 of which are related to Vaikunt abode. Sarupya, Salokya, Samipya. So Bhagavatam mentions Sarupya. Sarupya mukti means you get a divine body just like God, like another version. You're still you, but you get a body just like Him. Samipya means you get to stay very close to Him, but still not having personal interaction. Salokya, you're enjoying the blissfulness of that abode. Sarshti, you get to enjoy the power of God. Sarshti samipya salokya sarupya ekatvam And the final one, ekatva mukti or kaivalya mukti, that's where you merge into formless God. So one type of liberation or mukti relates to merging into formless God, and 4 types of mukti are attained by those bhakta saints who enter Vaikunt abode through their worship of any almighty form of God. But in this shlok, Sarshti samipya salokya sarupya ekatvam diyamanam na grihnanti vina matsevanam jana. Bhagavatam. Bhagwan himself, Shri Krishna, is saying, even if I were to offer these 5 types of mukti to my devotees, they will not accept them. Diyamanam, I'm giving. Na grihnanti, they won't accept it, even if I'm trying to give it to them, because they wish to have that personal association with me, where they even get the chance to serve me directly. What a close relationship we would have with Radha and Krishna. So the devotees with this knowledge, they will not accept, they will not settle for anything less. So they will not settle for mukti, even the 4 types of mukti that relate to Vaikuntha abode. So this is why here Shri Kripaluji Maharaj, one of the Maharasik, he is saying that this Braj Ras that's being showered in Braj by Radharani puts to shame the blissfulness of Vaikuntha abode. Vaikuntha abode just sneaks away, seeing this, the felicity and lusciousness of the ras that's being showered by Radha day and night through her leelas in all over Braj with Shri Krishna and all the Brajwasis. That ras is so sweet that the absolute perfect blissfulness of Vaikuntha abode is ashamed in front of that. Rasikana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama Braj ras barsavati Braj mahas Braj ras barsavati Braj Braj ras barsavati Braj mahas Braj ras barsavati Lajat Vikuntha Dhani Hamari Shyama Lajat Vikuntha Dhani Lajat Vikuntha Dhani Hamari Shyama Lajat Vikuntha Dhani Rasikana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama Rasikana Although Vishnu and Lakshmi are none other than Krishna and Radha, Vishnu is Ansh of Shri Krishna, just like Lakshmi is Ansh of Radha. Nonetheless, for the understanding of the souls, they demonstrate the superior blissfulness of the abode of Radha Krishna by their own interactions. For instance, Mahalakshmi, when she heard Shri Krishna playing the flute to announce Maharaj, she came running. Yadhvan chaya Shri lalana charattapo vihaya kaman shuchiram dhritavrata. Bhagavatam. Lakshmi had done austerities for extreme austerities for a very lengthy period of time with the desire to experience this Brajras, which was being praised in the previous line. But she failed because she is the Almighty Goddess. So that almightiness cannot enter into the field of divine love, the field of those leelas. Therefore, Mahalakshmi could not participate in the Maharas Leela. And in the previous line, we were saying that even Mahavishnu is ashamed of his own blissfulness, of his abode in front of the bliss that's being showered by Radha in Braj. But that Mahavishnu is none other than Shri Krishna. And that Mahalakshmi is none other than Radha, but her ansh, a partial manifestation of Radha's potency. So in this line, to further emphasize the supreme divine status of Radharani, the next line says, Kamala, of course, Kamala is Lakshmi. Of course, Kamala is a little worried in front of Radha, just like the employee is worried in front of the boss, right? Just anything from the way my boss is looking at me, like, am I doing anything wrong? Should I be doing something else? Never mind Kamala, even Krishna is like that in front of Radharani. Bhrikuti vilas lakhat Kamalapati. Kamalapati means Vishnu. Krishna, Almighty Krishna, the Lord of uncountable Brahmans. Mahanarayan. Sa eka eveshwara narayano khila brahmandadhipatihi. That Mahanarayan is the creator and governor of uncountable planetary systems in this endless universe. And he is watching the Bhrikuti Vilas of Radha. It means the play of Radha's eyebrows. Can he discern anything that Radha is feeling by watching her eyebrows? And according to that, he reacts. He wants to do what he should be doing before she says it. Just guessing by looking at her eyebrows. He's like on his toes, watching the play of Radha's eyebrows. So never mind Indrani, Rudrani, Varni, and Mahalakshmi. Even the Lord of Mahalakshmi, Mahavishnu, in other words, Shri Krishna, even he is carefully watching for Radha's facial expressions to be ready to fulfill her any wish in any second. And he feels happy to do that. Like that's his life and that's his soul. Why this is so, I'll be explaining tomorrow morning. We'll be having a satsang in the morning after we go on parikrama. After breakfast, we have a parikrama. We'll be doing Nagar Sankirtan, chanting as we go around the holy places of Radha Madhav Dham. And after that, as you see on the schedule, there's a class where we'll be talking about who is Radha. So this will be more interactive. It will be the same types of philosophy that you hear from Shri Maharaj in his lectures and from the Pracharaks when they talk about Radha, but you'll get a chance to keep track of it because who is Radha is actually a very technical subject. So it'll be a more interactive class and you'll get to keep track of and take notes of this philosophy, and you'll be seeing why is it so that even Shri Krishna praises his luck to be able to just watch and be ready to serve any desire of Radha at a moment's notice. We'll get into this whole philosophy tomorrow, but this gives us a hint just in this kirtan. It paints that sweet picture of Radha sitting and Krishna watching attentively, waiting for any chance to do some seva to Radha by guessing her wishes just by watching the play of her eyebrows. Rasikana Hamari Shyama Bhrikuti Vilas Lakhat Kamalapati
Bhrikudi vilas lakhat kamalapati
Bhrikuti Vilas Lakhat Kamalapati
Bhrikudi vilas lakhat kamalapati
Kimi Kamala Kamani Hamari Shyama
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 Rasikana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama
Rasigana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama.
After describing the greatness of Radharani's divine status, in the last line, Shri Kripalu Maharaj says, nonetheless, even though she is that great that even the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna worships her, yet she is so simple and so kind that she made the forest-dwelling and village-dwelling gopis her best friends. So she has no feeling of this person is not worthy of me, although she is the highest of all. But seeing the selfless love of her devotees, her heart melts, and She ignores her divine status and makes even the simplest of devotees her most beloved friend. So Banacharin means the gopis who dwelled in the forest. Prana Sakhi Apani, she made them her soul beloved friends. Sakhi means friends. So we should also remember this the kind nature of Radharani and always have the warm hope and confidence that Radha will also accept us and make us her own when we devote our heart and mind to her. Rasikana Hamari Shyama Soi Kripalu Vanacharina Banayo
Soi Kripalu Vanacharina Banayo
Soi Kripalu Vanacharina Banayo Prana Sakhi Apani Hamari Shyama Prana Sakhi Apani Hamari Shyama Prana Sakhi Apani Hamari Shyama Hamari Shyama Hamari Shyama Rasikana Mukutamani Hamari Shyama Rasikana Mukutamani
Radha Rani ki. We'll be continuing the kirtan now up until 10:30, and at this time, as the kirtan continues, the Abhishek of Radha Rani will also take place. So once everything is set up, you're welcome to start coming up towards the front, towards the shrine, to take part in the Abhishek. And once we finish at 10:30, the program will resume tomorrow morning with Aarti at 6:30 a.m.